Paul, your reaction to that? That's a huge win.
Yeah, big win. Tough place to come and win. Like I said in the week, they're dangerous, and yeah, I'm pleased with how we approached the game. We tried to be aggressive, tried to play on the front foot, and did that. But I felt we couldn't quite get us front three close enough together first half. So we changed it and put Illiman and Ollie together, and then Maka dropped into a little bit of a midfield role second half. Yeah, and it just allowed us to get more bodies closer together. But I felt we probably looked more dangerous once we'd gone in front, you know, because Norwich came out and the little bits on the counter. Bill did well when he came on. Yeah, overall really pleased with the win and how we saw the game out.
At half time, it had that feeling of one goal will win it.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah. But I liked his mentality. I liked how we were approaching it. I liked we were still aggressive when Norwich were trying to play and take risks to win the ball high. But because we were doing that, and Maka and Illiman, for example, were doing the work without the ball, it meant we got split a little bit too much. So we couldn't capitalise on them moments enough in the final third, I didn't think. But I was pleased with how brave we were, pleased we tried to pass it. So yeah, we were. Yeah, listen, I'll watch the game back. I think I'll see the same. I think we're good value for it.
Yeah, you've been particularly pleased as much as you were with certain aspects with the ball, the way that you looked after that clean sheet, defended, and
Yeah.
saw what a tough place to come to keep a clean sheet
Against good players who were, in the Premier League last season, so they're the benchmark. That's what we want to test ourselves against, especially away from home. Are we good enough? And we were. Yeah, I thought 3 centre backs were excellent. Lowy against Marquinhos was excellent. George, not only against Adam on the left, but releasing to jump really quickly onto their left back. So yeah, we good players we played against, but I think Marquinhos come in, had that shot, didn't he? What Wes saved, and it did move at the end. I think that was the only moment, and once that got saved, I was comfortable. I felt we'd win the game.
We're at that stage now of the season where results are going to make a difference. So, given the context of Middlesbrough's results today, does this feel like a big moment in the promotion?
Yeah, but listen, every time we win, whether Middlesbrough, Luton, teams behind us do or not, every time we win, we've said it before, we make that margin for error finer with them. I want them to feel the pressure of it. I want them to feel this is the best time of the season, but it can. We're looking at it. We've been in this position all season, so we're comfortable in it. We know we're always been chased. We've had it all the time. We've had big games in the cup. We've got players who've done this before. So yeah, it can be a strange time of the season and there'll be strange results, but like I said, we're prepared for that, and I want everyone else, the other teams, if they're getting in about it, they'll start feeling that as well and understanding that.
It's all the talk about Middlesbrough catching you, but are we doing a disservice not talking about Luton? Because they don't.
Oh, I have been, Nathan, haven't I, all the season, so. Well, they're there now, they're there and they're about, and their form is excellent. They're tough, they don't give anything away. I think they've still got to play each other, so Luton's fixtures are good for them, and they'll fancy their chances as well with the form that they're in.
4 subs coming on, all 4 have won promotion from this league. I mean, that shows you the position you're now in, that you can afford to bring those on and see those last sort of 15, 20 minutes out, do some really clever. Yeah,
and I thought they were good when they came on. My one change of Bill's was tactical. It was happening anyway. It was Illy and Ollie. We couldn't quite get them in behind, stretch the pitch enough to make space. We were constantly playing in front of Norwich, and it was really frustrating me. So that was going to happen. And then we scored the goal just before the change anyway. And then to bring Ollie on with that know-how, made some real good passes and played forward at the right time. And then Flecky and Bash either side when they came on. Yeah, it's a great experience to have, and just there's no panic. There's no panic in the game when you've got those players on the pitch. They know what they're doing.
I know you're on a couple of players short, but you have got that position now where you've got some real options, which is what you wanted. You wanted all along, isn't it? That really fit squad. Plenty of options from the bench, plenty of options from your starting with them. Yeah,
there's 1 or 2 like carrying, and we want to get back up to speed. Like Flecky's being El Sander, he's got a dead leg there, which is frustrating. But yeah, that's what we want. We want the bench to be useful and help us win games, either change games, see games out, and we want the options to. So this big weekend now, we're going to play Friday, Monday, to be able to change people about and make sure we keep that energy within the group and the squad for every performance.
Last one. Sorry, Colin. Last one, just on the Illan, and we're running out of things to say. He's come back off an international break, and that work break today was absolutely incredible. And for somebody to come off a 2-week break away.
Yeah, we thought we'd be bringing him off. We'd planned to make that sort of change. It's his travel, and obviously middle of Ramadan as well, and but he manages that extremely well. He's experienced with that. But obviously the international football is different for him now. It's a different high, a different emotion. His travel, so for him to come back and see the game, that was great. And he had to stay on in the end because Maka would have probably played a little bit higher when we brought Flecky on for Illiman. So yeah, he was fantastic today.
Is this the most responsible group of players who've worked under you? Because you see they get bookings early in the game. You never panic. It's as though you all trust each other that once a booking's given, no one's going to make a rash decision.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot, and we like to play. We've probably had more bookings than we should have in terms of dissent or not time waste, but silly bookings. And we've calmed that right down. We've done well with that. But ones for fouls, sometimes you get them now. It's not even a foul. You pick up a yellow. So it is difficult. But we speak about that, yeah, keeping that control in motion. We still want to play on the edge, but you've got to be careful.
But then after they get booked, it's as though they understand how responsible their actions then are for the result in the match. They never do anything silly.
Yeah.
And then get themselves sent.
Yeah, we want to compete. We want to compete and be an aggressive team, but you can't be reckless with it, And I think that's important. It's part of our identity and how we want to be. We want to be a team who's tough to play against. We want to be a team who people talk of. Sheffield United, we're going to have to be good if we want to win, and that's part of it. You can't just turn up and if you win, you win, or if you play well, if it's one of those days, and you know what I mean. We try and put demands on each other, and that's part of it. That discipline, as you say, discipline to perform your role, and keep your cool, manage the game.
Just on a similar theme, Paul, you must be so proud that you can do both sides of the game. You can play, obviously we've seen how well you can play, but when it does become a bit of a battle, a bit of a scrap, you don't hide away from that either, do you? You must be so proud of how.
No, and I think that's what boys on loan and El coming in, we spoke about that a lot when we first came in, and identifying and getting them to understand that feeling of a Sheffield United performance, what we want it to be like. There were moments in the first half, because we had the ball a lot in front of them, moments where we won it back high, they had the ball possession in front of us, but then the moments where it really got quick and broke, and I fancy us in them moments. I like those moments. I like watching it, but I want us players to be comfortable in it as well. And I always see the body language of our players compared to body language of the opposition. So that was something I reminded our players about half time. They might think the game gets stretched, but enjoy those moments because our body language, we sprint back quicker than they sprint back.
Also, in the warm-up before the match, do you, when you play at home, you use the side goals for the strikers to shoot into? Did you see they were shooting into the main goal? I've not seen that done before.
Yeah,
is that an advantage or?
No, what they try and do is obviously listen, our pitch isn't great at the minute. We're trying to protect our pitch, but most teams will ask you courtesy to stay out of the goal, but if they want to use it themselves, it's a bit
I just saw it.
Yeah.
It perturbed me.
Yeah, you would have your striker. Yeah, it wouldn't have bothered me. I'd have been. I'd keep it out of there.
Norwich are convinced it was offside. Have you seen?
I've been told it's onside, but I'm not bothered. I wish it was offside. It's upset me that I know it's onside, if I'm honest. Because listen, we're owed a lot of these guys, and I don't. We've had many where, I should have been, could have been sat here moaning, but it's easy. So it's easy for me to talk about now. We've won. We had one against Sunderland with Tony, which, if I'd have been Tony, I'd have been felt hard done by. But we're owed, and I hope we get them many more between now and the end of the season.
Do you know why it was onside? Could you explain?
I've just been told it's onside.
Yeah. The away fans were singing the name of the manager. It wasn't you. You singing Neil Warnock because he's.
Yeah, so I gave. Yeah, I presumed. I've only just been told the score now, so I knew after the game that Huddersfield had won. But yeah, when we heard that, I think everyone sort of presumed there may have been an equaliser. Maybe we didn't. We know the fans won't be singing if it weren't good news.
Are you happy for him to do you a favour then? You don't mind him getting a bit of the limelight?
Nah, Neil's good at getting the limelight. He's probably dropped me a text or something already now, or Maka or Jack or something. Yeah.